What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AD Nightly. Going without the fancy setup, just kind of a bare bones podcast we got here today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Hope the audio quality is listenable and the video quality isn't scaring you too much. I know a little unkempt, got my carny hair, been just sweating, uh, editing videos and sound podcasts all day. Pod chats, I call them. And if you need any production or want to work on your own podcast, hit me up. Find me at benjaminspdx@gmail.com and bentechglobal@gmail.com. Also, check out the website, still up, just checked, the benologicalsociety.org. So, let's change the camera angle a little bit. A little feel terrible about my image and likeness. It's fine. You know what? It was better. It's better this way. I dropped the camera. Right there. Okay, enough of this. If you're watching the YouTube stream, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, watching my big dumb face talk about whatever I want to, which is, I guess I'm just as the movie Night Bitch displayed so well. I'm just flexing my creative integrity and creative freedoms. Just this pod chat. And yeah, we'll go over stories that you probably haven't heard about, and then some that you definitely have. We're talking about the Epstein files yesterday and how those are getting released, and how I was saying just kind of tamper your expectations about that. And I'm so bad at saying what I mean. I often say kind of the opposite of what I mean a lot of times. It's a fun thing how my brain works. But I was thinking about it later, and this is what I meant to say. I tumbled it out. Um, so I know it's not a popular opinion or what people want to hear, but people ought to tamper their expectations with the release of the Epstein files. Historically, these classified releases are heavily redacted and obfuscated to fit a narrative, usually one in favor of the current system. The good thing is that the truth will be inferred correctly by a majority of people with half a brain. And the truth will come out. You can also take comfort in the fact that the files are actually being released. Very quick turnaround for scandalous papers. What was Watergate? Like 20 years of bullshit? That seems like it took forever. And so yeah, thank God for technology. Big picture, I hope this both moves people to be more personally responsible, raise their kids the right way, and show the value of getting to know and trust your neighbors. #Epstein files. Yeah, I think that even needs a little more explanation as far as being personally responsible. It's like, in general, be personally responsible for the things you do and the situations that you find yourself in, especially if you're an adult. And yeah, I mean, just from anything as little as cutting somebody off in traffic to I don't know, bad stuff, murders. Don't like think of putting yourself in other people's position a lot would help, but you know, neither here nor there. Let's see, and then raise your kids the right way. Obviously, just it comes with a lot of watching and teaching, and also giving freedom of not helicopter parenting. That's a big one. It's not doesn't have the good intention that you think it does often. So there's a lot of stuff like that, books and things like of that nature. So check that out. I am not a professional, um, but I do wear this shirt that makes me look like I'm professional enough to take a vacation, I guess. Um, all right, and we got one story we're going to talk about today. It's an interesting one, kind of just in the vein of people doing dumb stuff. And yeah, just kind of it seems very nonsensical. And like, how is this even happening? BBC.com has this story. Swatch is sorry for slanted eyes ad after China uproar, which I believe should be Chinese uproar, but maybe that's not kosher. I don't know. Either way, feels uncomfortable just reading this. Swiss watchmaker Swatch, that's creative, has apologized and pulled an ad featuring a model pulling the corners of his eyes after the image prompted uproar among Chinese social media users. That's what the title should have been, the headline. Critics said the pose resembled the racist slanted eye historically used to mock Asians. Calls for a boycott of Swatch products grew on Chinese social media as the ad went viral. Swatch said it, quote, taken note of the recent concerns regarding the portrayal of a model and say, quote, we sincerely apologize for any distress or misunderstanding that may have caused, the company said in a statement on Saturday. Quote, we treat this matter with the utmost importance, whatever. They had an apology. And let's see, people of their criticism said, Swatch is only afraid for its profits, one Weibo user said, and you can apologize, but I will not forgive. They make money from us and still dare to discriminate against Chinese people. We would be spineless if we don't boycott it out of China, another Weibo user said. And this is that's what they thought was great, an awesome idea. Thanks to, I guess, just everybody being weirdly genealogically facing with everything they post and do. It's weird, you know. I'll come back to it again. The quote that seems bad now in these times, but actually kind of makes a lot of sense. The Morgan Freeman one, where he says, "How do you get rid of racism? You stop talking about it. You stop bringing it up every single second because it's just not a good debate to have." I've talked about it a lot of times with specifically the tan suit aspect thing, and like it's obvious that it's just super annoying thing. I'm still on hold for my 2008 commemorative Obama porcelain plate. I guess they just forgot about me. First election I ever voted in, and it's not been good since those times. It's really frustrating how it's just yeah. When people make their whole identity and campaign about identity politics, even if it's being against it or trying to be progressive in one way, it's just not very helpful to the end cause of everything. So I think maybe just assuming people are good, even though it's incorrect, um, maybe the right way to go about things. Just throwing that out there. Don't assume the worst of people, and in some questions, don't taunt or ask because racist people are usually hateful in their heart, and just releasing that energy is not a good thing. It's not fun for anybody. I think if less was focused about Obama's presidency on race, we'd be in a lot better place as a country. And yeah, I was even saying yesterday on a Substack comment about that when he called out Donald Trump during the correspondence dinner, it's like if we just stop pissing off the grandfathers, if you have a pissed off grandpa, you don't calm him down by everybody pissing him off, you know, regardless of his race. So I don't know. But this is more, it seems like what they were going for with Swatch was the Sydney Sweeney effect, where they just, stir the pot. It's great. Yeah, stir the pot. And it's like one of those dumb arguments like, oh, because he is Asian, maybe Asian American, he can do this and say that. It's just really wrong way to think and go about in the market. And yeah, if you're fighting the good fight against racism, by all means, keep doing it. Racism, bigotry, all that terrible, worst qualities of humans, go for it. Like, but I guess, yeah, it's annoying how it's the biggest issue that people like to split demographically towards marketing and advertising. And I think if we could just be cognizant of that as consumers, that a lot of this stuff is triggering purposefully. And yeah, that's what this show's about, to kind of let you know what's going down, what's the lowdown, what's going on, what's happening. And yeah, I think I'm going to go on a hike a little bit here. That or maybe go down to the beach. We'll see. But yeah, that's my word phrase that I'm going to try to say way less. And but yeah. So for AD Nightly, thank you for liking, subscribing. It's a good enough episode for me. See you soon. All right, peace.